What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here with some more Borderlands pre-sequel news and information that has slowly been coming out of the left coast all the way out in California ways at the event known as E3. But if you've been following along with Borderlands pre-sequel information and trailer releases the last few weeks, a lot of people have been mentioning the fact that on Claptrap's title card that they showed in these trailers, he is holding what looks like a bitch SMG inside of his hands. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what the bitch is an iconic, legendary submachine gun that has been in both Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and it's most well known for having very good accuracy and extra critical hit damage bonus. And a lot of people have been contacting me and they're like, oh my god, Mac, it looks like the bitch SMG is gonna be back in the Borderlands pre-sequel because it's in Claptrap's hands. And I really didn't want to say yes or no, because it's very possible that the bitch inside of Claptrap's hands was a pre-alpha placeholder that they just needed a gun to put in Claptrap's hand, and it makes sense to put an iconic gun like the bitch in the hands of an iconic flagship character like Claptrap. Both are immediately recognizable. You see where I'm going here? And I didn't want to say that it looks like the bitch is coming back. But for those of you guys out there that are fans of the bitches, I have good news, and I have a little teensy-weensy bit of bad news. It's not that big of a bad news, but it could be the slippery slope that a lot of people were fearing. But if you take a look at the stats on the card here, this is a bitch. This is a bitch with a slag element on it. Now let's take a look at the weapon that was shown in some of the Borderlands E3 footage that's been coming out the last few days, and boom! Yeah! That's a bitch! Same prefix, same stats, except, yeah, look at the bad news. This is called a Fatale. Now, for those of you guys that don't know what a Fatale is, it's basically like a hot chick that gets you into some pretty bad situation. If you watch a lot of spy movies, it's usually used to describe the women that pretty much become the foils to the man, and they're called femme fatales. But I didn't want to bring out the flamethrower and cast any sort of hate or stones towards 2K Australia, because they seem to be doing a great job with everything else inside of the game. But I just hope that this isn't the start of a trend of things being toned down in Borderlands because of their Australian developers. Nothing against Australians, but you guys seem to have a higher tendency to kind of mute the volume on some of the more adult themes inside of your game, and I get it. I've seen documentaries on Australia. You guys got big ass spiders, you got bears that'll fuck you up, kangaroos that kick you in the face, kick you in the standing, kick you in the face. Australia's dangerous enough. You guys don't need your video games to be dangerous too. No, I'm just fucking around, but it's a little bit too early to pass judgment so far, but I haven't seen any head pops a la Borderlands 1 style, not to mention that the midgets that they've shown so far are called little enemies, and it kind of looks like to be the taming of a derogatory name, the bitch, and being kind of tamed down into the Fatale, and it kind of seems like it's a little bit of a stain on an icon of the series. Even though I don't take offense to it, I know there's quite a few people out there that are like, I want my bitch! Even if it's called a Fatale, it's not a bitch! Unless it's called a bitch. But, you know, one can argue that Borderlands 2 didn't have head pops either. Borderlands 2 had some midget enemies named Lil, even though most of them were called midgets, and it's possible that the bitch and the Fatale can exist side by side inside of the same game, but that to me makes very little sense since the bitch can come into different elements naturally, so it stands very little reason that they would have a cryo element bitch and be like, this is called the Fatale. Every other bitch that has a different element on it or no element is called a bitch. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, it's still subject to change, but I don't see why they would have changed the name inside of the coding just because it might have offended them a little bit, and then they're going to change it to bring it out to the rest of us. We don't know. We don't know. But the good news is, no matter what it's called, the bitch is looking like it will be back, at least in some spiritual sense. And that's a good thing, because the bitch is a very good and very useful weapon. Nobody gets mad. See a bitch drop it like it's hot. I just wish that the Borderlands pre-sequel would try to keep a few of those gritty, raw, and really disturbing imagery that Borderlands pulls off so well, whilst retaining its comedic value, and maybe pulling back some of the head pops and gore from Borderlands 1, without getting an Australian coat of rainbows painted over top of it. you guys know what I mean. I don't have anything against Australians. I actually love Australia as a country, because, I mean, Australia doesn't fuck the world up. A lot of countries out there do. So, since it's been confirmed with interviews and developers that Cryo, the ice element, is going to be the new damage modifier like Slag in Borderlands 2 and Corrosive was in Borderlands 1, it's no secret that having an ice element bitch is going to make it a pretty handy piece of weaponry. That's a stone cold bitch. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. Get your hands off my bitch! That's it! Get your hands off my bitch! Wanna make sure there's bitches in my game. Everybody make sure there's bitches in your game. Now, I hope to see the bitch back and not being renamed to Fatale, because that kind of sad. So, like I said, my name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you guys later.